are more than happy enough to be on the fifth level, and only exceptional souls reside above the fifth.
Okay, that's something to think about.
Yes.
I know you have a deep connection with animals, birds, and insects. You've saved many dogs, I understand.
Yeah.
But besides just a compassion and an affection for animals and an intense dislike of violence, you also maintain that global warming, which we generally think is the direct result of the use of fossil fuels and the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, you actually believe that eating meat and the whole industry around meat consumption is a crucial element in global warming. So if you could kind of explain being a vegan and global warming and your connection with animals in general and your dogs in particular. And I have your books right here, The Birds in My Life, The Dogs in My Life, which were generously given to me, and Your Noble Wild. Can you just talk about those things, please?
Okay. First, the connection with animals. And then second, a meat diet, and third, global warming connection. So concerning about animal communication or connection, every of us can do it. It's just that most people don't have time to train themselves again in this connection. In the beginning, we can talk to animals and they can talk to us. Anyway, many animal psychics can tell you that, and they do it as a job as well. Like if you have a dog and your dog is ill and you don't know what to do, and a doctor don't know, and then you can call a psychic and he will tell you what happened. And the doctor will cure him accordingly also. Okay, but I'm more connected through love. I love them so much that there is just a natural and simple oneness between myself and the animals, because that's how I feel, how they feel, and I know what they know, and I'm dying inside, seeing the mistreatment and the cruelty that we human measure upon the defenseless and the noble and innocent beings of animals. I wish all can hear what our co-inhabitants have to tell us, and feel their pains and sorrows, just like we humans do. In fact, they are even more sensitive. And I wish that we treat them more kindly, and that in turn heaven will be merciful on us.
And that is what the Noble Wilds is about, your communication with the animals.
Yes.
Well, once in a while I do understand, just to make it personal, I do understand what animals are feeling.
Yes.
I own a horse. I don't really understand what he feels most of the time. But birds I can sometimes understand. So, of course, I'm not near your level. Tell us about global warming. How does eating meat actually feed global warming?
Okay, even physically speaking, scientifically speaking, just producing meat, we cause more CO2 than all the cars, all the trains, and the boats, and, airplane combined together. So physically and scientifically speaking, meat industry is causing our global warming more than anything else. And this 18% of CO2 comes from meat production. But that's not included the sickness related to it, and the hospital bill and the sorrow of people who are losing loved ones due to meat eating sickness. I can give you some of that if we can read it quickly, right?
Okay.
Meat eating causes heart disease. Over 17 million people perish each year due to heart attack, high blood pressure. I'm talking all this according to the World Health Organization and United States Health Agency, etc., yeah? 20 million people survive heart attack, but related ongoing cost of their case is enormous. The cost burden of cardiovascular disease to individual and government alone in United States is 700 billion per year.
Wow.
It's not me who's speaking, huh? It's your government research. And now, cancer, more than 940,000 colon cancer cases yearly, and nearly 500,000 people die from it each year. In the U.S. alone, cancer treatment costs $6.5 billion.
Billion.
Prostate and bladder cancer affect more than 500,000 people every year. Researchers have identified, chemical substance in cooked, fried, and grilled meat that consider direct cause of cancer. And people who eat beef 4 or more times a week are found to be 4 times as likely to be having colon cancer than those consuming less. And concerning diabetes, 246 million people worldwide are affected by this. And the cost of it is 174 billion. You add it all together from the top up to now. How many billion we spent just concerning treating people with meat-related disease. And that's in the United States alone. And obesity is 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. The cost of individual treatment for that is 93 billion per year. And another 2.6 million people die from problems related to being overweight. Yeah, a lot more. I know you don't have time, but I can send it to you if you want.
Sure, I'd be happy to see it and share it with you.
Much more, sir.
I'd like you to make the connection between...
global warming, yeah?
Yes, please.
And you look all that and you see already, because the methane gas and hydrogen sulfide are resulted from animal rising. And that produce a lot of toxic gas into the air, and it warms the atmosphere, and then the atmosphere melts the ice, and the ocean will be warm, and then more methane and other toxin will be released from the bottom of the ocean, and permafrost and all that, and then it will be like a devil's circle. And we even might die from gas, not to talk about global warming yet. And right now, there's so much methane already released into the atmosphere, and many people have more mental illness or other physical suffering, according to scientists' research. I hope we stop it quick. Just to talk about this, I got very passionate.
I understand that.
You see, people don't know about it, you know.
I understand, I'm not sure if this is correct, but that the actual flatulence of the animals,
Yes.
The methane gas and even the nitrous oxide, I understand that they
Yes.
emit, as well as, of course,